Today I want to show you how to make these sweet little crochet cherries. For this project we are going to need some red yarn, a little bit of brown or green yarn, scissors, a yarn needle, a crochet hook, some stuffing, and optional 4 safety eyes. We're also going to need a stitch marker. We will begin by making 6 single crochets into a magic circle. Five and 6. Now we're going to close the magic ring. Place the stitch marker into the last stitch on the row. For row 2, we're going to continue in the round, making an increase into every stitch. So 2 single crochets into every stitch around until you have 12 stitches. Remember to replace the marker in the last stitch that you crochet on this row. For row 3, we are going to make an increase into every other stitch so that we end up with 18 stitches all together. So 1 single crochet and then increase, so 2 in the same, all around. 1 single crochet and then 2 into the same spot. Again, when you reach the marker, it should be an increase stitch. Remove, make your increase, and then replace the marker into the last stitch. Now for rounds 4 to 6, so 3 rows, we are going to make just crochet 18 stitches all the way around. After round 6, we can add on the eyes if you choose to do so. Round 7, we are going to make a decrease into every second and third stitch. So 1 single crochet and then an invisible decrease. Picking up the front loops of the next 2 stitches, then pulling through both and pulling through both. 1 single crochet and then a decrease. One single crochet. Oops. Before we move on to our last decrease row, we are going to add in some stuffing. If you want to sew in the tail from the beginning, you could sew it in or just put it inside like this. Now add your stuffing. And the next row is going to be 6 decreases all around. Now we're going to leave a little bit of a tail and cut the yarn. Pull it through the loop. And now with our yarn needle, we're going to close up that little hole. So picking up with the needle just the back loop of the 6 stitches around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pulling it shut tight. And I like to finish off with a little knot somewhere. And then hide the tail. And here our little cherry is done, and we'll be making 2 of these cherries exactly the same way, both of them. Now you're going to take your green or brown yarn, leaving a little bit of a tail. We're going to make a chain. We're going to chain 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. And now we're going to make a slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. So this one over here, make a slip stitch into that. And now we're going to chain another 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Making sure to leave a tail here also. You can cut this off and pull it through this loop to secure. Now we're going to attach them to the cherries. So we're going to go into the center of the first cherry and come out somewhere in the middle. Now we're going to go back to the center, like that. And now we're going to make a knot into itself. So go into the first loop, the first chain stitch, and make it into a knot. And now you can go through a few more times to make sure that it's nice and secure. Do the same for the other one. And that's it, your little pair of cherries are done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you next time.